Aziz Ansari, the 42-year-old comic maestro behind Master of None and viral stand-up specials, thought he'd threaded the needle on a thorny ethical dilemma. Fresh off a high-paying set at Saudi Arabia's Riyadh Comedy Festival, a glitzy affair amid a regime notorious for repression, he announced plans to donate a chunk of his fee to heavy hitters like Human Rights Watch and Reporters Without Borders. It was a gesture aimed at softening the blowback, a nod to conscience in a sea of criticism. But in a twist worthy of his own punchlines, the move imploded spectacularly. Human Rights Watch swiftly rejected the funds, deeming them tainted by association with the very government they scrutinize. "We cannot accept," they stated firmly, turning Ansari's olive branch into a boomerang of bad optics. The rejection, detailed in a pointed missive, underscores a deeper rift, performers cashing checks from controversial hosts while the kingdom jails activists for tweets. It is not too late for the comedians to call for the release of detained Saudi activists, urged Joey Shea, HRW's Saudi-focused researcher. She hadn't demanded a boycott, just a whisper of solidarity for free speech. Ansari's camp, promoting his new flick Good Fortune with Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen, stayed mum as the story snowballed. Jessica Curson, another festival alum and openly gay comic, echoed the intent, pledging her full fee to an unnamed rights group. "I hope that this could help LGBTQ+ people in Saudi Arabia feel seen and valued," she reflected, noting messages from attendees touched by her on-stage candor, the first such open dialogue there to her knowledge. Yet regret tinged her words. "I deeply regret participating under the auspices of the Saudi government." HRW's stance is unyielding, rooted in fierce independence. Arvind Ganesan, overseeing economic justice and fundraising, explained they'd spurn any indirect Saudi largesse to dodge perceptions of compromise. "We have been critical of the comedians, including Mr. Ansari, who are performing in Saudi Arabia, because of the government's human rights record," he clarified. The festival's roster: Pete Davidson, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, Whitney Cummings, Chris Tucker, drew fire from peers like Mark Maron and David Cross. Maron's Instagram roast was savage. "From the folks that brought you 9/11. 2 weeks of laughter in the desert, don't miss it." He evoked Jamal Khashoggi's brutal murder, suitcase and all, questioning the yuck's cost. Cross's open letter seethed, "I am disgusted that people I admire would condone this totalitarian fiefdom for, what, a fourth house? A boat? More sneakers." Ansari's defense, aired on Jimmy Kimmel Live, was measured but met with pushback. "It's a pretty brutal regime," Kimmel noted, cataloging atrocities. Ansari countered he'd mulled it deeply. "A comedy festival felt like something that's pushing things to be more open and to push a dialogue." For him, a Muslim background South Asian, isolation felt wrong, engagement, imperative. You kind of have to make a choice of whether you're going to isolate or engage. It's a philosophy echoing his stand-up's cultural tightrope walks, but critics see whitewashing. Laughter as lubricant for a regime's soft power play. The Riyadh Fest, a spectacle of desert opulence, spotlights Saudi's charm, offensive, glossy events masking crackdowns on dissent. Comedians, lured by fat paydays, navigate a minefield, self-censor on touchy topics like rights or speech, per HRW's pre-gig plea. Shea's call was simple: use the mic for the voiceless. Reporters Without Borders, another Ansari target, hasn't weighed in, leaving the donation limbo. Curson's LGBTQ+ milestone, raw jokes landing amid veiled threats, highlights the stakes: fleeting visibility versus systemic peril. Her gratitude for fan notes clashes with the regime's shadows, where such openness could spell doom. Ansari's career, a blend of awkward hilarity and incisive observation, thrives on nuance. From Parks and Rec's Tom Haverford to Netflix's self-deprecating auteur, he's dissected identity, dating and diaspora with wit that disarms. Good Fortune, his directorial bow, promises more. Reeves' guardian angel, Rogen's bromance, and Palmer's spark. But the Saudi shadow looms, testing his engage ethos. Is comedy a bridge or a blindfold? Maron's quip and Cross's rage frame it starkly: talent no shield for complicity. Broader, this saga probes art's role in autocracies. Festivals like Riyadh woo Western stars, burnishing images stained by Khashoggi sod bones or activist cages. Comedians, truth-tellers by trade, mute for moolah? HRW's rebuff spotlights the trap: donations as laundering, not redemption. Ganesan stresses vigilance on private funds, lest independence erode. As Ansari promotes amid fallout, the question hangs: will he heed Shea's nudge, amplifying imprisoned voices? Or does the gig's glow outshine the guilt? In comedy's grand tradition, punching up, not down, Ansari's bind is tragicomic. A fee for laughs, rejected for righteousness, a dialogue stalled by dollars. As peers decry the desert dalliance, he embodies the artist's eternal fork. Laugh along or lampoon the lie. For now the punchline's on him, sharp, sobering and unresolved.